And guys, we're going to get a sheep today. I'm just leaving work now. Typically when you're going to pick up animals, you're going to wish first and foremost, do we get a sunny day? Is the weather going to be good? And let me tell you, it's far from it. Raining right now, but the fortunate news is we do have about a 45-minute drive, so we got some time for it to clear. Forecast is looking good for us, but we're going to go get us a sheep, so this is really exciting, and we hope you guys tag along to kind of watch this journey. Now, if you're new to our channel and you don't know why we have sheep, you don't know anything about our sheep, I would definitely recommend you go back and look at some of our earlier videos. You know, check out how we got into it. Check out our raising sheep for almost free video. Definitely some good insight there. And we talk a lot about kind of why we're actually going to get this ram today. So this is going to be a ram that we're picking up, only picking up one sheep. And really the goal behind it, in short, is we're basically going to split our flock into two smaller flocks with the idea of breeding and kind of multiplying our lambing effect for next spring. So we already have our ram Bucky, who's kind of the, I guess you'd say, the face of our sheep flock. And then we're going to add this ram in and kind of split them two different ways there. That way we can have more lambs, because you don't want to start crossbreeding your lambs that you already have and your offspring from the previous year. So you have to bring in new genetics. So anyway, we're going to get to driving. We got, like I said, about a 40-minute drive from here. The rain does seem to be breaking, so that's great news. And I'm hoping when we get out to the farm, hopefully the owner there is generous enough to let us kind of film the process. That would be the goal. But if not, I'll catch you back at our place, and you're going to see a new ram today. Stay tuned, guys. So something I forgot to mention was really how we go about actually going out and getting our livestock. I think a lot of times a deterrent for people as far as getting into homesteading is, how are you going to haul these animals home? You're going to need some sort of large livestock trailer. You're going to need a big truck. Well, we actually, we don't even have a truck. This is actually, we're borrowing my father-in-law's truck. And we found a ton of success in using just a large dog crate, quite honestly. It's how we've hauled our pigs. It's how I'm going to get this ram now. When we first got the sheep, we were actually fortunate enough that the person was pretty local to us, and they actually were nice enough to deliver our first flock of sheep for us. But in all reality, if you shop around and you really do your research, you find a large crate. They're very common, very easy to get a hold of for a couple bucks. People are always giving them away. But then search around and you can find basically young animals, whether it's going to be piglets or lambs that are only a couple months old, and you're able to use the crate to haul them. Now, obviously, if we're going to go into cattle, that's going to be a completely different story. We would either need a delivery there, or we would have to kind of up our investment to get them onto the farm. But as far as kind of your medium-sized livestock, get them young, get a crate, and a pickup truck is really all you're going to need. So we just picked up the ram, and here he is. You can take a look. I didn't want a video at the farm. There were a lot of children running around, and I always feel weird about putting other people's children on film. Family was busy, so I didn't want to interrupt there. But there's our ram. He is a Katahdin. He has some cool spots on him, pretty large as well. So really excited. We're going to get him home. So although we weren't able to give footage of getting the ram, it was actually a really easy process. They do have 30 plus sheep there, so typically they'd be out grazing on the pasture. The owner did tell me that they typically will rotate them, and they had electric netting set up in their pastures. But for the sake of me coming, they had them in a little corral, which was really easy to get them. It was pretty much hand pick which one you want. And we picked it up and took it to the crate. So extremely simple, in and out of there in a couple minutes. Again, would have liked to get it on video, but you always have to respect people's privacy as well. So now our plans for getting back home, and I think something that is really important and something I've been thinking about, separating your animals. We learned the lesson from the pigs. So when we got the pigs, if you don't know the story, we basically brought mange into our pig pen, which is definitely something that comes in from the outside. It's not something that we have in our environment right now. So we learned the lesson the hard way. We treated them, everything's good there now, but we're not going to make the same mistake with the sheep. So what I'm going to do when we get home, I'm going to close the man gate, leave the flock of sheep out on pasture, and this ram is going to be in kind of our main sheep corral right now. We're going to let him kind of hang there for, I would like to be about 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes, just to make sure everything's good. Longer is even better. We'll see what we can manage there. There should be plenty of green in the corral area for just him. I wouldn't want to leave the other 6 in there. They would have that mowed down pretty tight, but he should be just fine, and that'll be our way of kind of introducing him to the flock there, and hopefully any type of potential parasites will be gone from his system by that point. So we're gonna get him home. We got about 45 minutes till we're home, and we're gonna get him in there, and we'll definitely make sure to show you the fun once we get home. All right, guys, we are back at the farm. We have our ram here, and we're gonna let him settle down a little bit because he's definitely a little worked up. I'm gonna head up to make sure the sheep are up on the pasture, and then I'm gonna let this ram in right here at the main gate. Of course, I do get home and we can't find the sheep again. So hopefully they're in that tree line, which well, it'll make our job easy. We'll just close the gate and we'll be good to go. But first, let's go hunt them down. And checking that same spot. It's gonna be the first place we're gonna look. It's kind of crazy. It did storm today. Sheep, sheep. And there they are, like I thought, laying in the brush. A moment we've been waiting for, or should I say a moment you've been waiting for. I've already seen him. We're gonna get down here, we're gonna get him out. Pigs are certainly curious of their new visitor. All right, buddy, you ready to go? Here we go. So he has gone through a lot of stress. Obviously, an hour car ride, or an hour crate ride. It is going to be a lot on them, so he's going to lay here stunned a little. He'll be up here running around in no time. This is exactly what happened when you put him in the crate. So he's just kind of taking in, getting used to the new environment. And we do have him isolated here, so really shouldn't be any issues as far as the other sheep kind of interfering as well. And there he goes, off into his new home, guys. Look at him, checking things out. So that's pretty much it today, guys. I mean, how easy was that? You never plan on things going that easy. I mean, you hope, of course, but that was so easy. We went to the farm, we got it loaded up in minutes, made the drive home. It didn't rain anymore, so definitely a huge win. And our ram here is acclimating well to his new home. So like I said, about 2 weeks, we're gonna incorporate the other flock with them, just to make sure we allow enough buffer for that parasite load to kind of clear its system. Again, our plan is to kind of split the flock and breed these. So he's gonna be a great addition to our farm here. It's gonna take him a little, but he's exploring now. And that is it for Sheep Day, guys. Always exciting to get new life here on the farm. We're gonna go see if the little one wants to come over and check him out. He is pretty cool, unique markings with the brown spots on him. So we're gonna have some family time now. We'll be back out after dinner, do the rest of the feeding, and the other sheep are up on the pasture, and that's where they're gonna stay for a while. So we're heading back over. We're gonna check on the ram. Just fed the pigs. And then we're gonna call it a night, guys. It was a really good day out here. Definitely a win today on the farm. Great day. We're just gonna check on him now, and we're gonna head on in. I think one of the biggest things mentally for me right now is just knowing that these other sheep are gonna be out on the pasture for good for the night. Just gotta trust your fence. Our fence is fine. We've never had any issues. We're gonna knock on wood right now. Never had any issues. They're gonna be fine. We just gotta make sure the fence is good. So we're gonna have to check the fence a little more regularly. Typically, I don't check it every day. Don't really see the need to do that, but now that they're gonna be out here for a few weeks, we're gonna make sure we're checking that fence daily, and always keeping your eyes open for signs of potential predators. But they're gonna be okay. We need this space to separate them. So that's what we gotta do. And he's all right, he's in for the night. Still a little skittish, not really sure about his new home. He'll be just fine. I'm literally standing in weeds up to my head. So I hope he does some work in here because this stuff is getting out of control. I don't think anything's eating this. We're gonna have to do something later on to clear this out and continue to kind of develop this. But for now, we had a great day out here, guys. I'm gonna call it quits tonight. I'm gonna head on in, get some rest. If you like what we're doing, please give us that big old thumbs up. Please subscribe to our page. Hope you enjoyed our time getting our new sheep. We are pumped about him, and we're gonna continue to document this journey. We're gonna continue to show about this sheep and kind of how he grows along with the farm and how he incorporates in with the flock eventually. So stay tuned for more. Again, if you like what we're doing, please hit that subscribe button. And guys, as always, have a great night. It is Thursday.